All right. Please state your name for the record.
Mitch Ritchie.
Mr. Ritchie, have you ever consumed methamphetamine?
I have used methamphetamine in the past, yes.
Was your usage of methamphetamine a one-time occurrence, or was there prolonged use of the drug?
I have a history with methamphetamine.
Okay. So would it be a fair statement to say that you are knowledgeable about methamphetamine?
Yes, but just a little bit.
Mr. Ritchie, are you familiar with 73 West Wills, a property located in Muncie, Indiana?
Yes.
Now, have you ever been around or inside the property?
Yes.
Is it true that you entered 73 West Wills on April 15th, 2019?
Yes, that is true.
How did you gain entrance to 73 West Wills?
I removed a plywood board.
What was the purpose of you being at 73 West Wills?
I was planning on starting a fire.
Okay, now how did you plan to set the fire?
I placed some belongings, mainly clothes, in the crawl space, also a candle.
You did this with the intent to start a fire?
Yes.
Could it be reasonable to assume that the fire would start in the crawl space where you allegedly placed these items?
Yes.
You would like to convince this court that this fire, located at 73 West Wills, originated from an intentional placement of a candle and flammable material inside of the crawl space. It has now been shown that you were present at 73 West Wills and a fire did occur, but why were none of the items that you claim to have placed in the crawl space found at the scene?
They are flammable, so they probably burned in the fire.
Were there other items previously located in the crawl space?
I am not sure.
Did you place any other items in the crawl space with the belongings that you allegedly placed?
No.
Are you aware that firefighters located the following objects inside of that same crawl space? Two digital scales, coffee filters, empty Sudafed packages, drain cleaner, car batteries, nail polish remover, brake fluid, and road flares.
No, I was not.
As previously mentioned, firefighters recovered coffee filters that were located in the crawl space, which are also flammable. How is it that these flammable items did not catch fire, but the ones you allegedly set there did?
I am not sure.
Is it possible that the fire was started by other means and did not originate in the crawl space?
It is possible, yes.
Do you know what these items that the firefighter recovered are commonly used for?
I am not sure.
The previously listed items are common ingredients in the manufacturing of methamphetamine. Are you aware that there were Amazon purchases for these same items on a laptop found in your home?
Yes.
Would you like to explain why these items were in your search history?
I bought the drain cleaner for the drains for the house, nail polish remover for my wife, and I needed a new car battery for my wife and me, my car. I was running low on brake fluid, so I ordered it online. I wanted to have road flares in my car because it was leaking brake fluid. So I thought if I ran out of brake fluid while I was driving, I could use a road flare if I ran out of fluid at night. That is why all those items on my search list.
Okay, what about the Sudafed?
I've been congested for a while.
So you would like to make this court believe that this is entirely coincidental, that those very items were found in a crawl space that you admitted to placing belongings in with the intent to catch a fire.
It appears that way.
Located also on the laptop were search results that included essentials to make meth and how to help burn wounds. What was the purpose for these searches?
I am not sure.
Mr. Ritchie, did you sustain burn wounds from the fire?
Yes, that is why I searched for a remedy.
How did you sustain these burn wounds?
From the candle that I mentioned earlier.
How did you become burned from the candle if you left the site as soon as the fire was lit? This is what you said to law enforcement.
I am not sure how to answer that.
Okay. Security camera footage of the area shows an individual leave 73 West Wills in a hurry and possibly injured. This was you, presumably?
Yes, it was.
The items recovered by the firefighters are ingredients used to create methamphetamine, and as we all know, meth labs can be highly volatile. Are you aware of this?
Due to my limited knowledge of methamphetamines, I don't know for sure, but sure, I guess it could be volatile.
So, due to the volatile nature of meth labs, they have a tendency to explode. Is it possible that an individual could suffer injury from the explosion of a meth lab?
I would assume so, yes.
It is the belief of the state that you suffered injuries at 73 West Wills that were the consequence of a meth lab exploding at the property. You, Mitch Ritchie, then proceeded to set fire to the other two properties as a way to cover up the explosion of your meth lab at 73 West Wills. An individual matching your description was seen interacting with propane tanks located at 1027 West Wills and leaves the scene shortly before smoke can be seen coming from the tanks. This action ultimately led to a small fire that did ignite the nearby trailer. Were you present in this area?
No.
Are you aware that the figure caught on the security footage matched the description of another individual that was seen at 73 West Wills in the location of a third fire that same night?
No, I am not.
But you were present at 73 West Wills on April 15th, 2019, correct?
Yes.
So could it be said that you were present at both 73 West Wills and 1027 West Wills?
It could, but I said to the police after leaving 73 West Wills, I went to my wife's house to take a shower.
The fire at 73 West Wills, the first property, happened between 8:27 p.m. and 8:48 p.m. on April 15th, 2019. The fire at 1027 West Wills, the second property, occurred between 11:15 p.m. and 11:22 p.m. on April 15th, 2019. The final fire occurred between 12:45 a.m. and 12:48 a.m. on that same night. There's a substantial amount of time between the first fire and the two that followed. Would you agree?
I would agree, yes, there was.
Is it plausible that after leaving 73 West Wills, you did go to shower at your wife's house, as you told law enforcement, and also treated the wounds that you sustained from the first residence?
That is plausible.
This would explain why you searched for treating burn wounds online, correct?
Yes.
So a reasonable person could find it entirely plausible that a meth lab exploded, causing injury to whoever was nearby, which would cause that individual to attempt to treat their wounds with advice from the internet prior to setting two other fires to make it appear like a string of arsons had taken place at Sunshine Trailer Park.
That could be plausible.
Even though you claim the fire originated in the crawl space by your design, even though the items recovered in the crawl space shows that the fire could not have originated there.
I did start the fire in the crawl space.
Even though your answer, that's not probable, you're sticking to that.
That is correct.
No further questions.